Good morning, everyone. Thanks for coming to class. Um, so today we're gonna kind of bring our focus into the upper body. Hopefully you have a strap. If you don't have a strap, it's okay. If you have a block, that's awesome too. And we're just gonna kind of play with this idea of stretching and utilizing the upper body in yoga in a way that works for us from an alignment standpoint. So go ahead and start by sitting well, whatever that means for you. Maybe you're up on a blanket or a pillow or a block. Maybe your legs are straight instead of crossed, because you want to sit not like slouchy and like in a recliner, but you want to sit in some level of comfort so that you can stay for a little bit. And I'm going to read again from my little book. I don't know, read every class, but I've just been been loving this book. So I found another one of Mark Nepo's. So the book is The Half-Life of Angels by Mark Nepo, and this one is rather short, and it just really caught my attention this morning. And it's called Undermost. Undermost. Afraid of dying, we run. Afraid of living, we hide. The pull of running and hiding ties us into knots. All the while, our soul waits for us to tire of the chase. All the while, the center of trouble waits like a cloud to be to be dispersed by a light that has no name. Short and sweet and to the point. So, and I thought about that, right? That hiding and chasing ties us up into knots. And then I thought about yoga, of course, and hiking and walking and breathing and being in nature and how that unties the knots. And so today's practice, let's play with untying the knots. Let's play with trying to let go some of the tension that we carry and have been carrying in our bodies, both through the breath and through movement. So with that, maybe close the eyes, maybe let the hands rest on your lap, and feel just a little bit of a descending tailbone, right? The tailbone at the very base of your spine. Feel that tailbone moving down toward the earth as if you had a little anchor weight there. And from that place of grounding, from the sit bones, the tailbone, the base of your pelvis on the floor, feel that move all the way up your spine. And then start to tap into the breath, maybe inhaling for the count of 4 and pausing at the top and exhaling for the count of 6. Easy, just inhaling, count of 4, exhaling the count of 6. And let it be your rhythm, let it be your breath. But the whole time that you're breathing, feel the tailbone descend and feel the crown of the head move up toward the sky. Good. 3 more, just like this. Good. One last deep breath, inhaling for 4. And exhaling 6. And then let the eyes open and start to curl the shoulders, just bringing them up and back and down. So often we teach even something like this, we teach going in both directions. And then I was watching a teacher and she said, "Why go like this? We do this all day long." So why do that in yoga? Maybe just bring those shoulders back and down. And as you do that, let's just go to one shoulder. So as you do that, bring the shoulder up, bring it back, and bring it down. And see if you can feel the shoulder blade behind you moving, right? Moving in space. So as the arm comes forward, that shoulder blade will flatten into the back. And then we bring it back. And if you could reach back and feel, you'd feel that little wingtip pop out, right? So movement of the shoulder blades, really important. And then go to the other side. Just squeeze, squeeze back and down. Lots of muscles attached to that shoulder blade, all the way from the shoulder all the way down to the mid back. Good. And then take both up and just hold. So squeeze them up and then press into your lap a little bit. Now, if this hurts, there's always tension in the neck. If this hurts, soften up a little bit. But try to squeeze so you have no neck left, like you have nothing left there. And then bring it down just an inch. You're controlling this with the hands, and then bring it down an inch. Your elbows are going to start to bend if they're not already. Bring it down an inch. Bring it down an inch. And then bring it down the rest of the way and feel the shoulders pull way back, way, way back. Squeeze between your shoulder blades. Yep. Find your breath. You should feel a little bit of stretch through that front body and then let go of all of that. If you have a strap, grab your strap. Can be nice and big. You want to make sure you have room on, kind of either side. We're going to take that strap up and then we're going to reach it back to your level. So what that means is if you can take your hands kind of, that strap more or less behind the head, go ahead and do that. If that hurts, don't do that, right? Widen the strap if you need to. And then look at the wrists and straighten the wrists. So, right, when we're holding the strap, we'll bend those wrists out. So straighten the wrists and then draw the shoulder blades back. Feel the chest move forward. Find your breath. Can you come down another inch? If yes, do it. If not, either lengthen the strap wider or just don't go there, right? Lots of shoulder stuff over the years. So we try to protect that. If you can, let it slide all the way down behind you. Slow, slow, slow. Woo. And then just notice that. Bring that strap right back to the front. Take it wide again. Take it up toward the ceiling. Again, draw the shoulder blades back, straighten the wrists, and then start to bring it back and just feel where do you feel the stretch? Think about the collar or the breastbone, right? The sternum, and think of all the muscle attachments there. Not to mention that the chest muscles, the pectoral muscles attached to the arms. And then if you go there, if you can kind of feel that, you're like, oh, there's the arms. I never thought about that. It's not just the chest, right? And then maybe it's a little lower. Where do you feel that? Is it moving from the sternum? Is it moving from the arms? Where are you tight? And then slowly let it come down. Ha 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 ha. Woo! Right? And just feel that. Feel the blood flow happening here, right? We spend our days doing this. We're always here. We're always tight here. We're going to work here. But for now, maybe we get a little bit of expansion. All right. So, one more time, you're just going to take it up. We're not going to do the same thing. Switch out the legs if they're getting cranky. And then press, like pull out against the strap and go to one side. The side that you're bending toward, take the other arm and push it up to the ceiling. Good. Breathe. Watch the arch in the lower back, right? Watch what you're doing with your head, your neck, your chin, and take it up to center. Go the other side. Woo. Once you find the stretch, take that arm that's highest up and press it up even more. Good. Take it up. Go to the first side. find the stretch first and then pull those arms apart, but mostly that top arm up toward the ceiling. And last one. Breathe, press it up, reach them out, everybody. Take them up to center. Exhale, take it down and in front of you. Whew, good. We're almost done with that. You could probably take your strap and double it at least. We're going to take it up more narrow. You're going to hold that about shoulder width or slightly wider than shoulder width apart. Take it up, bend the elbows, and bring that strap right behind your head. Good. I'm trying to find some place that isn't my ponytail. So I want you to press the head straight back. Don't lift the chin. Don't tuck the chin. Just press that head straight back, straight back. Resist with your strap. Good. And then if the elbows will go lower, great. If not, don't do it. Take them straight up. Pull the strap apart. Bend the elbows. Take it down to your level and up. Good. Take it down. Everybody feeling this already? Take it up. 2 more. Squeeze it down. Let the elbows sink and up. Good. Last one right here. Squeeze it down. Squeeze it up. Take it right in front of you. Pull those shoulder blades back. Pull the strap apart as you twist to one side and other side. Woo, good. Do it again. One more. Squeeze and squeeze. Woo. And center and let go. Throw that strap off to the side. We're going to do one more here and then we're going to get moving off of our little cute butts. Take the arms out. Take your right elbow underneath your left. I'm not mirroring here so I can keep it straight. So eagle arms. What do we do with eagle arms, right? So here you go. We're just going to kind of float. Because what happens to those shoulders and eagle arms? Can we keep them down? And then start to bend the elbows. And again, this is different for everybody. It depends on the width of your shoulders, the flexibility, all this stuff. So we start to bring those hands toward each other. For some, you can wrap the wrists and touch. I have my fingers touching my other palm, right? That doesn't work for everybody. So 2 options. Either you separate the hands or you separate the elbows. So you just kind of work it out. What are we looking for? We're looking for a stretch. So if you go here, shoulder down, you're gonna get that stretch, right? This is just a little pretzel-y. And then kind of look at your arms, which are very close to your face, right? And feel that, and then look out into the distance. And then look at your arm and look on the other side of your arms out into the distance. A little bit of eye work here. Look at your arms. Look out to the distance, one side. Last one, look at your arms. Look to the other side. Good. As you release, I want you to take hand to opposite elbow and then see if you can bring it overhead. This will be about your arm length. Again, don't worry about it if your head doesn't clear, right? Keep the head lifting up toward those arms and then let go. Good. Roll it out. Simple work, right? Simple, but it's like, oh yeah, check that all out. All right, other side, take the arms out, your left elbow underneath the right, same thing. Maybe go slow, right? Maybe do that little, kind of looks like little wings, doesn't it? I just made that up. It's like, oh, that's kind of cool. All right, and then start to bend the elbows. See where your hands will go for you. Maybe they roll into each other, maybe not. Try to level out the shoulders or the elbows so that your arms aren't down here, and just notice. And then take the elbows to your right side. Again, I'm not mirroring here. Take them up toward your nose. Take them over to the left side. Take them down to your belly. Good. One more here. I should have done this on both sides. Up, over, down to your belly. Switch directions just for 2. Go slow. Where do you feel this? Good. One more. Breathe. Good. Come back to center. As you release, slide elbow to hand and take them up overhead. And let go. Good job, everybody. Shake that out. Let's come on up to table pose. Now, I would strongly suggest if you're on a hard surface to put something under those knees. You can even bend your mat over, possibly if you don't have anything, but we got to show these knees some love, and that's what I'm hoping to do. So we're on our hands and our knees. Your hands are on the floor, and I want you to play here for a moment. So we're moving a bit slow, and then we'll get moving a little bit faster. So with the hands, right, this pose here, the arms, hands are relatively the same as they are for plank pose, as they are for down dog. So let's play here. Look at your hands and play with the idea that your wrists are straight across, parallel with the front edge of your mat. When I do that, my hands turn out a little bit. Does that work for you or doesn't it? If it doesn't, change the hands a little bit. Spread the fingers equally distant from each other, including your thumbs. And then feel the pinky mound, the index finger mound. Lift the heel of your hand, spread the heels back, and lower the heels of both hands so you feel all four corners of the hands. And then take your fingertips and just dig them in a little bit, almost like you were a cat. And you're just going to dig those claws in just a little, right? Press down through the index knuckle, spread through the fingers, and then externally rotate the upper shoulders. What does that mean? When I do that, my inner elbows start to wrap toward the front of my mat. They're really pointing in the same direction as my thumbs. If I internally rotate, my inner elbows are kind of facing back toward my knees and my shoulders are hiked up to my shoulders. So wrap them in, open the shoulders, lengthen the tailbone just like you were when you were sitting, extend the crown of the head, flip your toes under. If you can, lift the knees just a couple of inches. Now, really lengthen the tailbone so that we're not leaning into the lower back. Feel that. What are the hands doing? What are the arms doing? What is the chest doing? Can we find the support that we need here? And then lower your knees. Whew, good. Maybe sink the hips back. Take that pressure off your hands. Breathe. And then start to lift up. Press into the rack of, I call them the rack of knuckles, the mounds underneath every finger, right at the base of the fingers, the palm of the hand. Lift all your fingers and spread that rack of knuckles. Externally rotate the shoulders. Let the fingers come down. Press into the hands. Press yourself right back up. Take the right hand center of your mat. Take the knees wider, by the way. Bring the feet in. Take your right hand toward the center of your mat. Take the left arm up. And exhale, take it right back down. This time, just take it out to the side, just to the side. Pull the shoulder back in space, right? As if you were going to level your right shoulder to your left shoulder. And then take the arm up and breathe. Exhale, take it down. We're going to do one more try of this. Take the left hand to the center of your chest. Because where do we move from the twist, right? We move from the center of the chest. So imagine your left hand is leading the way. I want you to pull your chest up to the side. Hold it right there. And then take your hand to your shoulder, left hand to left shoulder. Point the elbow up and feel that's where my arm is. That's where the shoulder is. And then just extend the arm up from there. Yeah. And then feel the activation at the back body without overstretching that shoulder joint. Exhale, hand down. Both hands down, just stretch back, come off the wrist a little bit. Breathe. Lengthen the palm of the hand, pull yourself back up. Bring the left hand center of the mat. Let's do all three of those again. First one, all we're doing is taking that right arm up. Feel that. Where do you move from? Exhale, hand down. Breathe. This time, take the hand out to the side, pull the shoulder back as if you could level out the left to the right shoulders, and then take the arm up. Where do you feel that move from? Remember, the wrist is nice and straight. We're not bending it. Exhale that hand down. Last one, take your hand to your chest. Pull that chest off to the right side. Point the elbow up by moving your hand to your shoulder. Don't overlift your head. And take the arm up, extend up from there. Big deep breath, everybody. Exhale, take it down. Woo, good. Press back one more time. Just stretch out. In fact, you can turn your palms up and curl your wrists. Stretch out the backs of the hands. Turn the palms down, come back up, table pose. If your wrists are directly under your shoulders, I want you to walk your hands about one handprint forward. And then do everything we talked about just a little bit ago. Spread out the fingers, externally rotate the shoulders, feel the arms get active. Imagine that you're holding a beach ball between your elbows. Then lengthen the tailbone, lengthen the crown. Flip your toes under, lift the knees just a couple of inches. Reestablish the hands, reestablish the arms. Keep the knees really bent and then bring the chest back toward your thighs. So this is the upper part of downward facing dog, not the legs, just the upper. Re-engage the hands, re-engage the back body, the shoulders, the upper arms externally rotate. Your head is right between your arms. And then tippy toes, lower those knees. Woo. Come on down, let those toes go, and maybe find child's pose or something where you can give those wrists a little bit of a shake out. It's hard to be on the hands. I know it. I know it. I know it. Good. So notice how that felt, right? Here we are hanging out in a half down dog, which is kind of weird, but we feel the upper body working, right? Without that, we can really compromise the upper body, the shoulders, the wrists, if we're not paying attention. So let's go there one more time. You start in table pose. There's your alignment. Maybe the wrists are straight across, maybe not. The inner elbows head toward your thumbs, right? Externally rotate the shoulders. Now imagine you're holding a beach ball between those hands. And feel this part of your back, right? Part of that latissimus dorsi, the upper back muscles. Feel that engage. Tone in through the lower belly. Flip your toes under. Pretend you're part cat and just claw the fingertips in a little bit, but press through the big or the index finger. All right, here we go. Tone in, lift the knees, hold. Reestablish. If you're going to hold on to a heavy beach ball between your elbows, you got to squeeze in, yet externally rotate and broaden through the shoulders. Start to bring the chest toward your thighs. Woo, hold, check it out, right? The head should be comfortable. The neck should be comfortable. Your ears could touch either arm if you wanted them to. Reestablish the upper body. Begin to straighten the legs, but I invite you to straighten them a little bit at a time. What happens as we straighten the legs? Can you maintain the upper body? Once your legs are extended as much as they can for you, widen them just a little bit and pedal out the feet. Just pedal. Notice the upper body. You got this, everybody. Come all the way to tippy toes. Exhale, slowly lower to your knees. Slow, slow, slow. Woo. Once you're there, step forward with your right foot. Take your hands to your knee. Right? Already it's like, oh, that's better. Good. Leave your right hand on your right knee. If you've been taking classes with me, you know, right? We want to square up these hips a little bit. We want to engage the back glutes so that we're not just dumping the front hip. And then take the left arm up and breathe. And then start to turn the palm and reach back. Where are you stretching from? Keep the front knee from rolling in. And then take it up and reach it forward. Inhale, reach it up, reach it back. Breathe. Think of your wingspan. I always call this the wingspan. It's like, yeah. And then take it up and forward. Oh, that feels so good. One more, slow, slow. Where is it in your body? Notice if you're tightening your jaw or your mouth when you're doing this. Inhale it up, exhale it down to the floor. Your choice here, either switch sides, left foot forward, or lift the left knee, step back to downward facing dog. Engage the shoulders, arms, wrists, fingers. Lower the knees and step forward left. Hands come to your knee. Check out the right knee, right hip, right glute. Open the shoulders. Your left hand stays where it is. The right arm reaches forward. It reaches up, and then we see if we can stretch it back. When you stretch back, you're looking over to the right. And then inhale it up and take it forward. Inhale, reach up. Reach it back slow. Feel the stretch of the wingspan. Don't let the front knee curl in. Take it up and forward. Good. Last one. Take it up slow. Reach, reach, reach. Smile. Inhale it up. Exhale it forward. Let that hand come to the floor. Plant your hands. Lift your right knee and step back to downward facing dog. Whew. Pedal it out, everybody. Stretch it out. Good. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, lower the knees. Step forward, right foot. So your choice here, I'm going to give you a couple choices. One, you can keep the left knee down and maybe use your blocks. Two, left knee up. Hands come onto your blocks. Squeeze your back glutes. From here, knee up or knee down, take your hands to your knee and push up. Right? Here's your lunge. Make sure you're wide enough so that you have a great base of support. Keep your right hand down, lift the right arm or left arm up, listen up. Here's where it gets tricky. You're going to drop your back heel and reach your back arm. Kind of a really weird warrior two. And then you're going to slowly reach up, pivot your back foot, come forward. This is balance work. Inhale, breathe. Pivot the back foot. Watch the front knee. And then inhale, reach up, pivot, and come forward. So I saw one in my little live audience here. I saw one knee rolling in. So just notice if it's you. Take it up. Keep the right knee out, Miss Celeste. I gotta name ya. Turn that back palm down. Turn the other hand out, warrior two. Feel your wingspan. Tone in through the belly. Lengthen your tailbone. Good. Take the right hand back down to your knee. Let's pivot back. I know this is tricky. Hang in there. Hands down. One, you're just going to switch. You're going to lower that knee and just switch sides. Or two, downward facing dog. Breathe, everybody. And when you're ready, left foot comes forward. Remember that your knee can be up or down. It depends on where you're at today. Make sure your pose is wide enough so that you have a good base of support. And when you're ready, take your hands to your, take your hands to your left knee and lift the chest. And find your balance. Just breathe. All right, here we go, other side. The left hand stays here. This is your support, right? Your back glute is active. Take the right arm up. Pivot. Keep the front knee from rolling. And then take it up. Pivot back. So we're simply going from a lunge to a sort of warrior two. Inhale, lift up, go slow. Pivot the back foot. Readjust the front knee and take the arm up. Pivot back. Last one right here. Inhale. Exhale, open, check the front knee, let go of the front hand, warrior two. Strong arms, strong pose, strong legs. Take the front hand back to your knee. Take that arm up, pivot back. Take your hands down to the floor. You can move the blocks out of the way. And big step forward, everybody. Shake it out, forward fold. Bend your knees, hands to knees. Come on up, neutral spine. Roll it out. If you have something on your mat, you might want to take it off just for now. Always feel free to get a sip of water if you need it or want it. Good. And then maybe stand sideways on your mat and take your feet wide. Find your breath here and then find what works for you as far as the angle of your feet. They are both straight forwards and out to the side are both helpful. But for this, you want to bend the knees and see where those heels and knees end up. You want the knees to point in the same direction as the feet. Ideally, the knees are out, right? Out in a line, not dropping in. If they are dropping in, I'm going to invite you to go less wide. And then take the hands to your thighs and squeeze up through the shoulders again. A little bit of a horse stance here. So you can squat to your level. The shoulders are hiked up to your ears. Hiked up. I shouldn't see any necks happening here. Good. And then push in as you pull the shoulders away. And then sink back in. So you're not really, I know that I'm getting some weird looks out there, right? So you're not really standing. It's like you're trying to stand, but your hands are resisting, but the shoulders are actually pulling back down away from the ears. So squeeze up and then push into your legs to pull those arms. You know, the arms are straight, the shoulders down. One more, just so you get the idea. Squeeze in, the arms stay straight the whole time. And then push. It's almost like you're doing this weird little push up. And then leave the squat. Take the arms up. Exhale to your heart. Interlace, press out. Hold the arms, hold the legs if you can. Always come out if you're done, but then pull the shoulder blades back. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. And then take the arms up if you can. Whoo! Breathe, everybody. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand up. Exhale it down. Whew. Roll it out, everybody. This is so funny. I totally got that wrong. I set my alarm that I was hoping it'd be really quiet to tell me when it was 10 minutes till the end of class. It was 10 minutes into a half hour. Oh, well, there goes my brain. Shake it out, everybody. And then take the squat differently so that the feet are pointing straight ahead. This is where I find I have to be really mindful. If I'm squatting, it's easy to let the knees drop in. So, yeah, we'll do it this way. So just pretend you're pulling those legs out and away from each other. As soon as you do that, you should feel your behind engaged. So straight legs there, Celeste. Yeah, just feel the glutes engaged. I'm trying to pull my feet apart isometrically. And then inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend the knees, go slow. Make sure the knees stay out in front of you. Some of you are going to be able to squat down, touch your elbows to your knees. Some of you, that's not worth it in any way. And then push up, squeeze your butt, take the arms up. This is warm up, everybody. Here we go, down slow. Check the knees. Tap or not, stand up, take the arms up. Good, let's do 3 more. Hands to heart, go slow, go slow, go slow. Maybe you tap, maybe not. Squeeze it up, take it up. 2 left. Here we go. Are you breathing? Take it up. If you feel you're low back on this, you're going too low. Last one. Squeeze it down. Feel that. Push up, push up, push up. Take the arms up. Exhale. Shake it out, roll it out. Well done. Come on back to the front of your mat. So just find mountain pose here. If you can, we're going to step back into a lunge without the hands down. So take your hands to your heart or to your hips. Bend the knees, peel your right heel, and then step back with your right foot and see if you can find your lunge. Once you think you're there, adjust it for you. Shorter, longer, front knee bent. Find that. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands come behind. Interlace and press back and down. Now, once you've done that, press the back heel back. Squeeze your back glute. Take the torso forward and see if you can land close to your thigh. Push your back leg back, everybody. And then somebody has your hands, they're pulling you back up. Release the hands, take them up. Exhale to your heart. Step forward. Shake it out. Other side. Peel, bend the knees, and peel. And then think about it, step back. Adjust your lunge so that you feel solid. When you're ready, inhale, take them up. Exhale, behind and interlace. Now I know you interlace the same way you always do, so switch the fingers. Press back. And then press the foot back, right? That leg back, make it long, and then come on forward. Humble warrior, breathe. And pull back with the hands, pull back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale your hands to your heart. Step forward. Shake it out, right? So you learn how to move with legs that are strong, open chest, all that good stuff. Come on back. We're going to pull a couple things together. Inhale, reach up. Exhale all the way down. Bend the knees, step back, right foot. Knee up or knee down, find your lunge. Inhale, reach those arms up. Find your breath. Take your hands to your heart. Drop your back foot. Keep the front knee from rolling. Open the arms. Here we are, warrior two. Big deep breath. Repivot, come forward. Reach up. Exhale, hands behind. Interlace. Press back through the back leg. Drop the chest. Inhale, pull up, pull up, pull up. Reach the arms. Exhale, arms to chest. Step forward. Yeehaw! Isn't that fun? Fun. We have to, I was reading something about reframing, and that even when there's something that happens negative, you try to reframe it from another person's point of view or another way of looking at it. So that was way fun. All right, take it up. Inhale. Exhale, hands to chest, bend the knees, peel the left foot, step back into a lunge. Know that you can let that knee go. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, hands to heart, pivot the back foot. Realize I forgot something, we'll get back to it. Open up to warrior two. Watch the front knees, everybody. Thank you. Breathe. Good, release it, come back. Pivot. Take your hands to your heart. Take the hands behind you, interlace. Re-interlace to your non-habit side. Drop the chest. And pull up. Inhale up. Exhale to your heart. Push forward and shake it out. Good, and just curl the wrist. curl your wrists. Take the arms out, turn the palms up, curl wrists, curl arms, Popeye arms, squeeze them in, touch knuckles. Bring the elbows in, bring them out, uncurl, let go, shake it out. Grab one of your blocks and turn yourself sideways. So you got one block that's in front of you. Depending on the width of your squat, the length of your legs, you're either going to be high, medium, or maybe you don't even need the block for this one. So check the feet, your toes are either forward or slightly out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, everybody. Hands go to block or to the floor beside it. And feel again, right? Just feel the legs. Isometrically press the legs away from each other. Try to find the weight in the middle of your feet. You're going to keep one hand on your block, center of the mat. You're going to push up so you're halfway up and then take the arm out. So I've got my right hand down, left arm up. And then I'm going to see if I can stay in the chest as I raise that arm up toward the ceiling. Try not to overshoot the shoulder. What does that mean? It means my chest, shoulder, arm has gone as far as it can. So I'm going to yank my arm back more. Try not to do that. Breathe and lower down. Again, we're talking about that wingspan, range of motion. So whichever hand you did, go to the other side. For me, it's the left side. Take the right arm out. Start to open it up. Press into the hand on the block as the other arm raises up. Breathe. And lower. Good. Turn the toes out, bend the knees, and come on up. Whew. And roll it out. And I wanted to show that just in case, because it's something I talk about but have never really shown. So just take a look for a second. So when we overshoot the shoulder, right? So say I'm here and that's as far as my arm is going to go. To overshoot that shoulder joint, I'm doing this. It feels like crap. I got to tell you, I never do that because then we're in the shoulder joint and we're yanking on that instead of moving from here. So the difference is here versus like here. And we want to pay attention. That expansion comes from here, not from the joint itself. I hope that makes sense for everybody. So let's just do that one more time so we can see how that feels. Inhale, take it up. Maybe a swan dive down, use your core. Right hand to the block, listen up. Take the left arm out to the side, just to the side, and then kind of look over that way. You don't have to look exactly at the hand. Pull the shoulder back. We did this when we were on our knees so that your left shoulder and your right shoulder almost feel like they're lined up, straight up and down. And then start to take the left arm up and breathe. And then imagine from the hand on the block, through the arm, through the chest, to the other hand. That's your length. And breathe. And then lower it down. Same thing other side. Take the right arm out to the side. Just glance in that direction. And then pull the shoulder back. And then start to let that arm go up. And resist the urge to fly the arm back, but instead go for length. From hand to hand, from chest to chest, from shoulder to shoulder. And then exhale, take it down. Well done, everybody. Just move your block out of the way, maybe heel toe in just a little. Walk your hands out. I'll probably be half off screen here. And come into a wide leg down dog. Wide leg downward facing dog. And check the hands. What are you doing with the hands? What are you doing with the elbows? Are the shoulders nice and wide and externally rotated? Can you feel the support here? And then walk the hands back. Whew. Turn the toes out and come on up to standing. Grab your block. And just feel that, right? So this should feel pretty wide open at the moment. And if this is open, we're much less likely to do this, right? This is, you look around, I see this all the time with people who are rolled forward. And if you just like shake out your hands, go ahead and put your block between your legs for a sec. Just shake them out. Just let them go, let them kind of fling. And then let them come to stillness at your side. Don't do anything with them, just let them come to stillness at your side. Ideally, your palms are facing your thighs, right? If you're here and your palms are more facing back, that means these shoulders are rolling a lot more forward. If you go out and watch people, I see this a lot. And it's really interesting. So grab your block. So just a little tidbit there. Grab your block, elbows out to your side, give it a squeeze. We just stretched the heck out of our chest. Now we're going to get some strength here. Whew, good strength here, everybody. Turn the palms up. Some of you have done this with me in the last couple of classes. If you want a little more, you can come into a squat just for fun and take the arms up. Squeeze it the whole time. Good. Watch your squat. Sit back in the squat. Make sure your knees aren't shooting past. And then keep your elbows in toward your side body or in toward your side. Turn the block out. Bring the elbows back up. So it's kind of a weird thing, right? We're turning it up. We're going to slide up. We're going to slide down. And we're going to turn it back out. Good. Here we go. So turn out. Push up. Squeeze down. Turn the block away from you. There you go. And then turn the block up. Push, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze it on the way down. Turn the block out. Listen up. Turn the block down. Bring it down. When you bring it down, I want you squeezing the heck out of that block. If your legs get tired, just come on out of squat. Straighten the arms. Good. Bring them up. Elbows up. Turn it up. Turn it down. Wrist work. Bring it down. Straight arms. Good. Squeeze it up. Turn it up. One more here. Turn it down. Squeeze it down. Squeeze it up. Turn it up. Bring it forward. Pull the shoulders back. Maybe you squat a little more. Oh, you don't have to squat at all, by the way. Squeeze that block. Pull the shoulders back. Tone the belly in. And stand up. Step legs together. Shake it out. Come on back. Come on back. Blocks are where you can get to them. I do want to I'll do a balance before we head back down toward the floor. So you might want to be near a wall. You might want to have a block. We played with eagle pose before. One of the things I like about eagle pose with a block is that when you bend the knees, say the block is on the outside of your foot, bend your knees and just take your outside leg and step toes to block. And then bend both knees, right? The back knee has to bend. In eagle pose, the back knee has to bend, should bend. Take the arms out. If your right leg is forward, take your right arm under. If your left leg is forward, take your left arm under. Take your arms to your eagle pose or your eagle arms. Here's the challenge of eagle. You got arms in front of you. You can't see it, throws your balance. So sit in, squeeze the legs. Look just to one side of the arms and see if you can take your toe off your block. And breathe. And then set it back down, stand up, and let go of the arms. Good, let's go to the other side. I like this version a lot. There's another one at a wall that I really, really like, but we're not doing that one today. So when you're ready, start to bend the knees and then just step over and tap on. So I'm not stepping, right? I'm just tapping. And then bend the back knee so that the knees should be touching. Your back knee should be pushing into your front knee or somewhere around there. Both knees are bent. Everything else is mountain pose-ish. If your left leg is forward, your left leg or left arm goes under. Find eagle and breathe. And just pause and maybe glance just to the side of the arm or the arms if that doesn't throw you off, but it does throw me off. And then see if you can lift the toe. Squeeze the legs. Lower the toe. Release the arm. Now, block or no block. Eagle is challenging. If you have a wall, you can even face the wall. And I'm going to stay sideways just for a second. I'm going to wrap my left leg around my right leg. Depending on your hips, you might not be able to. So if you're at a wall or anything, you bend both knees, you take the left leg, and it's like you're just going to wrap it around. Some of you are going to go just foot to outer shin. Some of you are going to be able to wrap the toe around without messing up the knee. The arms come out. Whichever leg is on top, that arm goes underneath, and we find eagle arms and eagle legs. And breathe. Press the legs toward each other. And then release. And shake it out. So I love the wall for this because you can truly, if I came here again and I've got the wall, maybe I just do this, right? Maybe I do this. Maybe I find some version that lets me support myself at the same time. All right, so let's go to the other side. Did everybody get that side? Did well? All right, so bend. Gotta bend. Try to do this straight. Look, you can see I get nowhere. I'm getting nowhere. Gotta bend. All right, so find your balance. Get a nice big wrap. It does not have to fully wrap. Gotta find a focus point that isn't moving. Arms out. Arm under. And breathe. Good. Find your pose, everybody. And unravel and shake it out. Good. Come on back to your mat. I find eagle really interesting. It's about the pretzel-ish pose I do because everything is right wrapping. Play with it. Play with it at the wall. Play with it on the block. By all means, get off of one foot. Always, every day, get off one of your feet. All right. Here we go. Inhale, take it up. Exhale all the way down. Step back to downward facing dog. Find your breath. Find the arms. The fingers claw in. The four corners of the hands press down. The shoulders engage. The upper shoulders externally rotate. And then make your upper body long. Like somebody has a hold of your hips and they're pressing them back. Breathe, everybody. And then tippy toes down to knees. Whew. And maybe find that blanket again if you had it before for your knees. We're on the home stretch, everybody. Grab one of your blocks. Some of you have been with me a long time, might recognize what's about to happen. Stay where you are. Don't leave. Take that block up high. So, chaturanga. It is a booger to teach, to do well, to have the strength to do it. I love this version. We do the block at 3 different levels and we work on form and strength, and we don't care what anybody else thinks. So Take your hands in front of your block. Now, the first trick is just to come into half plank, right? So if you're in full plank, you just drop the knees. You don't drop the hips. You don't bring the butt back. You're in plank, you drop your knees. For me personally, for my knees, I like to bend my knees and crisscross my ankles. It feels better on my knees. So we have half plank. We're doing everything the same with our hands. We're clawing in. We're bringing the inner elbows toward the thumbs. We're strengthening the shoulders by trying to hold that beach ball. And we're going to tap that block with our chest 5 times. Piece of cake. Here's the other thing. Don't let your head go down. Don't squeeze it up. Keep it neutral. So you're looking ahead a little bit. Here we go. 1, don't let the elbows go out. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then just sit back for a moment. So here's the key. If you want to do chaturanga, these triceps got to be stronger, right? The elbows don't go out here. They stay in. All right, if that was difficult, please stay there, right? Work from there. If it wasn't too bad, you're lowering that block by 1. And then we're coming right back to it. Check the hands. Hold on to the beach ball. Look a little bit ahead so the neck is neutral. Don't drop the hips. You're going to tap down toward that block. You might not touch it. Here we go. 1, push straight up. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Woo! And sit back. And notice how that felt, right? Accessible. It's accessible. I love yoga that's accessible. I don't need to do crazy stuff. That's for other people. I want to get stronger. All right, so your choice. You're up high, you're down to the middle, or you're down low. When I get to here, I got to really pay attention to my form. Okay, so you decide for you. If you feel the elbows splaying out or the shoulders dumping forward, come up 1 level. So maybe start in a full plank. There's your full plank. And then just lower the knees. And then when you're ready, we're tapping that block for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Push up and sit back. And move your block out of the way. Shake out your wrists and breathe. Now I want you to take your blanket. If you need it for your knees, leave it there. If you don't need it for your knees, or you can come up with another solution, take that blanket up in front of you. Even if you do like a mat curled over for the knees, you're going to take your blanket in front of you and take your hands right in front of that. And then you're in half plank again. Elbows in, fingers claw. When you're ready, we're going to lower down to that blanket all the way. If you lose strength, just let the blanket be a soft landing. Here we go. 4, 5. Just 5 count down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Drop to the blanket. And then just push up any way you can. Any way you can. Let your butt come out. Let your knees push in. Yeah. Plant your hands. Move your shoulders over the wrists. External rotation. You're in half plank. Your belly's in. Here we go for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let go. Good. Push up. We got just 1 more. When you're ready, everything is just like we've been doing. The fingers are spread. The 4 corners of the hands. The hips are neutral, so we're not sinking or reaching out. Belly's toned in. 5 count. Here we go. 1, 2, come on. 3, 4, 5. And let go. Oh. And breathe. Just come right down onto your belly. That's fun, isn't it? That is so much fun. All right, so lay to one side and just maybe unfold your blanket so that it'll land underneath the hips, and then come back down to your belly. And come into Sphinx pose if you can. So again, low backs, right? We want to move our low backs, but we need to be mindful. I have a lot of amazing and wonderful students who have low back issues. You always respect what's going on in your back, okay? So you're in Sphinx pose, and you can feel that. Take your hands one handprint forward, one handprint. And then as if somebody just put a rock under your belly, you want to move your belly off that rock. So draw it up, which makes the tailbone go long. Your hands are planted. This is triceps, everybody. When you're ready, you're going to push in your hands and straighten your arms. That's not going to feel like a whole lot. So don't shrug your shoulders, keep them down, and try to straighten the arms. When you're ready, here we go. So we're starting with 10. We're probably going to do more. Tap and lift. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yeah. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Does anybody feel that? Let's do 10 more. 10. You knew it was coming. 9, 8, 7. Come on, triceps. 6, 5, 4. Come on. 3, 2. Straight arms. 1, and down. We always wonder, how can I work triceps? How can I work triceps? There's a way to work triceps right there. I always feel them. I think they're awesome. And they give us the information we need for so many other poses. Think about down dog, straight arms, triceps, plank pose, triceps. Breathe. Cobra. All right. So legs are straight. Take the feet wide on your mat. Keep the feet planted. Lengthen your tailbone. Move that belly away from the ground. Come back to Sphinx. Take the hands out at a diagonal. Lift the arms. 4, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. 5, 6, 7, 8. Come on. 9, 10 more. 10. Smile. It feels better. 6, 7. I forgot that. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and lower down. Holy moly. Shake out your hips, everybody. Maybe bend your knees and do little windshield wipers. Good. And then you're going to roll on to one side. So I'm on my right side. You can use a block for a semi-comfortable head pillow, or you can use your arm. But I like using the block because it frees up that bottom shoulder. And then the bottom arm is straight out from your shoulder. Yep. Your knees are bent 90-degree-ish. Your top arm goes across to meet your bottom arm. So you're palm to palm, more or less. And then take the top arm and circle it close to the ground. Open it into a twist. And then keep circling it down along your hip and back. If the block is messing you up, just take it out. So just circle, go slow, Keep the arm close to the ground. Breathe. Switch directions. You just dropped my flower. See, our wingspan is so long, we don't even know it. We're knocking everything over. Circle. And the next time you find yourself more or less in a twist with or without your block, open the arms wide and hold. Oh. Find your breath. Think about letting go of the knots, right? Unwinding so that we're no longer running or hiding. We're just unraveling all of the things that don't work for us anymore. Good. Release this side. Just let that arm slide back to the other arm. And then reach the top arm as far past the bottom arm as you can. So your head's going to probably come off the block. We're just stretching out that back shoulder. And then slide it back and come onto your back. We're going to go to the other side. So turn over to your other side. The back arm is down, straight out from your shoulder. Your knees are bent. Your top arm starts at the same spot as your bottom arm. And again, if the block isn't working, just bend your bottom arm for your head. And then start again that slow circle. Keep it as close to the floor as you can. Let the chest open when the arm is away from you. And then it closes back up when it's back toward the other arm. Circle slow. Feel your tight spots. Just give them some love. Don't forget the breath. Good. One more on this side. And then change directions. This is known as clock face pose. It's so good for the shoulders. Good. The next time your arms are opposite each other, go ahead and pause into a twist here. Feel the shoulders open. Feel your wingspan. Feel your breath. And then let that arm slide back down toward the other arm. Once it's reached the other arm, slide past it. You're going to almost nose plant here. Your head's off your block. Your arms are reaching. And then release, moving your block out of the way. Come on to your back. If your blanket is under your back, just kind of roll it a couple of times until it gets to your upper thighs, the behind your upper thighs, and leave it there for a moment. Straighten your right leg over that blanket. Bring the left knee to chest. Take your hands underneath your right or your left thigh and straighten that leg up toward the ceiling. Shoulders are down, head, neck relaxed. Point your toes. Flex your foot. Bend your knee and push your knee away from you so the arms have gotten straight. Push that knee away. And then bring the knee to chest. Bring your right knee to chest. Straighten your left leg over that blanket. Take the hands underneath, straighten that leg up toward the ceiling. And nice point of your toes, really stretch the front of the feet. And then flex. Bend your knee into your chest. And then push that leg away from you. Push, push, push. Bring that knee to chest, bring your other knee to chest, listen up. You're just going to hold on to the fronts of both knees. And then you're going to imagine touching your feet to the floor in front of you. All that's going to do is round your shoulders, push your feet, tuck your chin. Your upper head, neck, shoulders are going to come off the floor. You're in this little rounded position, but we're just stretching. It's just stretching that upper body. We've worked it quite a bit. And then slowly curl back to the floor, both knees in, and then straighten one leg and finally the other leg over the blanket and come to your Shavasana. Now, if that blanket feels good there, leave it there. If you'd rather it be underneath than under your thighs, you can certainly shift it lower. If you need it on top of you instead, please do that. Your palms are face up. Your upper body is stretched out. Your shoulders descend toward the floor. Your whole entire body is open to receiving what is good. Feel your body soften. Feel your jaw let go. Surrender to this moment. So when you're ready,
Start to wiggle your toes and your fingers. If you are really loving where you are at the moment, feel free to stay. But then slowly bend the knees, maybe place the feet on the floor initially just to feel your back settle down again. And then slowly draw those knees to chest. Roll the knees to one side or the other. And then slowly come on up to your seated pose. Bring your hands to your heart. And bow to that inner knowing, that voice that tugs at you that says it's time to let go of the knots. With much love, namaste, everyone.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you.